Danny.
Ian.
How's it going, boy?
Pretty shit, in fact.
All right, okay. What's up?
I've got a cybercrime hate crime to report, and I was the victim of a hate crime not 45 minutes ago at Tesco Roundabout.
All right.
And I want to report them both.
Okay, you'll need, obviously, the reporting mechanisms. It's obviously not through me. So, obviously, it was an emergency. It's 999. Otherwise, it's 101. Or come to the police station to report it.
I'm sorry, but I'm coming nowhere near that corrupt nest of vipers.
Well, that's up to you. The other option you've got is there's a contact us on the Police Scotland website that you can go into and you can report stuff there.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
And I've had an email from Clive saying something about you and him are coming to see me at some point in the next few days?
Probably next week, I would have said. Your order finishes on the 14th.
Well, I'm just letting you ken, you're coming nowhere near me. Nobody is.
Right, okay. Well, before you can come off your order, I'll need to briefly speak to you.
Well, you can speak to me somewhere neutral ground, but none of you's coming near my home ever again. Okay. Neither anybody from the police force, nor anybody from criminal justice. Criminal justice have had nothing to do with me since mid-May. The police have not attended one monitoring appointment since I do believe it was February. So no, not happening, I'm afraid, pal.
Okay.
You and I both know that this conviction was highly wrongly applied.
Okay.
And I am going to use every aspect of the 234 gigabyte of evidence and destroy everybody.
Okay. Which neutral venue would you choose for us to meet then?
I don't know. I've just opened the email from Clive not 5 minutes ago, so to be honest, I don't know. I would rather not have anything to do with any of you further, to be brutally honest.
Okay, yeah. But before we can...
That's not my problem, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm just saying it'll stay open until we
good. That's good because that plays to my advantage.
Okay. Have a think about it.
Because chances are over the next week. Do you realise I am now a private healthcare patient of TAC Healthcare? I am a patient of private GP services in Wellheads Crescent, Aberdeen.
Right.
Further to that, on April the 7th, I officially requested my medical records. Now, I am only too brutally aware that by law they have 30 days to furnish me with those said records. I was furnished with the records 99 days late.
Okay.
It took me, and this was, what day is this? Is this Thursday? 3 weeks ago, I got my records at about 4 p.m. I got home around about 5 p.m. By 6 p.m., I'd clearly identified that my records had been fraudulently rewritten. What they don't and will never fail to understand is I told them why I needed my records, and that was to get all the letters that Mum had rewritten for me and sent to the health centre, and I needed those letters to help me unsuppress further memories. I have never needed my medical records to prove the NHS's culpability. Do you well, you won't realise, so I'll just tell you. 2 decades of wrongly applied pharmaceutical drug abuse in the terms of antagonistic medications at general mental health patient levels, just one aspect, they have altered the volume of my white and grey matter in my brain. And my private healthcare group are going to do a PET scan and a functional MRI to prove such. And that's just one thing that I can prove in a heartbeat. So this is all going to get burst wide open. And I can't even find the words to describe how it's going to get burst wide open. It's going to spark it into it's going to turn the COVID pandemic is going to look like a pimple on a teenager's nose by the time I'm finished with this, do you realise? Because the way they've done this to me with antagonistic medications, I am not an isolated incident, I hope you realise. Well, you won't, but I'm telling you.
Okay.
Now, I do believe it's either 180 or 181 countries ratified the International Bill of Human Rights, which means most of them have directly or indirectly based their medical care off of the NHS, which means the utter destruction and the lack of protocols that's happening in this country, both locally, regionally, and nationally, is happening in most of those countries.
Alright.
Which is going to burst this wide open I'm not joking, it's going to make the COVID pandemic look like a pimple on a teenager's nose. If a mega tsunami fucked a super volcano, this is going to be the outcome. I can't put it in that words even better. When I sent you that message before saying, brace, mate, that doesn't even cover it. There is no distance far enough to run. And what's even more disturbing is up until about 3.5, 4 weeks ago, I categorically knew I had about 700 gigabyte of evidence. Yet, oddly enough, a digital recording device was stolen from me, and I know pretty much who, and also 500 odd gigabyte of evidence was stolen from me. But what that fucking moron or morons, it's one of two people, doesn't realise is I had duplicates, triplicates, and quadruplicates of data, some of which was stored in other locations, some of which was stored in other files and folders. So their idiocy has got them nowhere and destroyed them and the people that put them up to it further. I can't put it into words, Ian. I honestly can't. I would love to see you, mate. I really would. Because I've been worried about you.
Have you? Alright.
I've been really worried about you.
Alright, how's that?
Just because you're working in that nest of scheming vipers.
Oh, right, so it was a work of my own. I don't really involve myself in any of the other ones.
Well, for God's sake, see if you've got like a shitload of holidays to take, or family or relations in Australia. Make up a family emergency and get the fuck out of Dodge quick.
Right. Well, that might not be a bad thing, right enough.
I'm not joking, mate.
Mm-hmm.
But in all honesty, you will get dragged back into it,
Mm-hmm.
but not in a bad way.
Let me just try and retire. That'll be me.
Well, you'll actually get dragged back into it in the most beneficial way for you possible. That'll end up with you being pampered with a fucking huge fucking payout.
Yeah, I'll get a big payout.
Because do you realise that in fact, I'm just going to tell you because I don't give two fucking hoots anymore. All the evidence that I have, the 234 gigabyte, I am actually not in control of 2 bits of evidence. That 2 bits of evidence are controlled by one of the other versions of me. One of them is from the 1st of March last year, which is an audio file recorded on my blocklisted Samsung Note 9 of Christine Miller. That's the day I think I came back from my mother's cremation. I think that was the morning I came back. No, I came back on the Monday morning. This would have been Wednesday, the 1st of March. When I came back for unpaid work, I had 2 very, very, very potent cannabis vape pens in my pocket. That audio file is of that twisted piece of shit Christine Miller talking on my cannabis vape pen at her work in our appointment, and me screaming at her to stop because I know the person that made it for me, and it was like 60% pure THC, and it would have spangled the woman's eyes sideways like a Chinese person. To be honest, I wish I'd just said nothing and then reported her. But beyond that, within the first 7 weeks of knowing her, I revealed to her that I knew and had known Jim Quinn, her man, well, ex-man now, since 2012. And she failed to recuse herself from my case. So I've got paperwork that she signed herself. That's all stellar reports. And contradicting paperwork from her, all government paperwork that she cannot now undo, combined with statements on it that says one thing, whereas I have emails and messages that prove otherwise. She's fucked beyond words, pal. She's buggered. I can't even put that one into words, but there is no entity that's not fucked here. Even Tommy Allen's buggered. Beyond buggered. So is Eric, what's his name? Eric Peterson, for Tate & Peterson. He's buggered. I was in the non-verbal, I woke up a few weeks ago in a non-verbal state. And I was non-verbal for almost 56 hours. And during that, I had an appointment with him. He he claimed not to have known about stuff I revealed in that appointment, yet somehow knew my old email address. Knew I only sent him one email from that email address. And that was an email telling him about the stuff that he seemed to not know about during that appointment. Never mind the fact he's actioned my mother's old will, not her latest will. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I can't even put it into words anymore. But see, since I don't know if you know or if any of you lots following any of my social media.
No.
No? Oh well.
No.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. I've not even gone back and looked yet, but I have a good idea what's on it.
Okay.
Jesus fuck. Well, one aspect is all my other versions of me that have been running riot behind closed doors at home for decades are now completely loose and unrestrained, unrestricted. Whereas now at home, I'm pretty much just me. All the other versions of me are loose in public fashion. Most of them are on my Facebook and my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And they are already publicly wrecking entities. And I am not running behind them like a caretaker anymore, stopping them and undoing what they're doing. And I will never, ever, ever step in to undo their actions ever, ever, ever again. So whatever comes of this is whatever comes of this. Because I really don't give two hoots anymore. I've only got, what is this? This is the 4th?
Yeah.
So 3 days till my birthday. I'll be 48 years old.
Okay.
I'm only going to live till somewhere between my 56th and 57th birthday, I hope you realise.
I'm sure you've mentioned that in the past, but a date.
Yeah. So I really don't give two hoots anymore. If something happens in prior to that takes me out of this world, it'll be doing me a favour, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I'm no suicidal. I will never be suicidal.
No.
My suicidal ideation committed suicide, if you can understand that.
Yes, I'm with you.
But Jesus, if something does take me out this world in the meantime, whoever or whatever does it will be doing me a favour. Because I'm done with this hurtful, disgusting planet. But before I go, I am going to release every last one of the, so far, just over 300 documents I've written since December 7th. Now, about 100 of them are scientific papers that were PDF downloads. So you can say probably about 200 documents I've written that are out my head alone. Just 100 of those documents, I did a word count a long time ago. 100 of those documents has a combined word count of somewhere between 250,000 words and 365,000 words. So that could be anywhere between, across 200 documents, 500,000 words to about 700,000 words. And I'm talking about stuff like how to make your own hydrogen and never pay electricity ever again, because with hydrogen you can power a car, you can power a generator, you can make electricity. The oil and gas industry is a con job, considering they've known how to make hydrogen this way for many, many decades. And yet they chose to rape and pillage a finite resource on the planet instead of a resource that, see, if you don't even consider this planet as part of the cosmos, hydrogen is the most prevalent element in the cosmos.
Okay.
Yet they're not using it because people can get their electricity and power their cars with fuel for free.
Mhm.
That's just one of the scientific papers I'm going to release.
Mhm.
And I've got many.
Yeah.
Many.
What are you thinking about a brief meet-up at some point, Danny?
I honestly, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to feel safe because nowhere feels safe to me anymore.
Okay.
Nowhere.
Uh,
Nowhere.
if you want, obviously you're saying the police station's out, social work office is out, your house is out.
Yeah.
Would you be happy sitting in a car?
I'll come and pick you up and we'll go for a run. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
It would need to, obviously, you know yourself, it's not just myself, so it would need to be with another. So preferably a fixed place, but I mean it could be in a car, sitting in a car if you prefer that, rather than in the house or in a building.
Let me think about it, and I'll let you ken.
Yeah, I'll leave it with you. Yeah,
I would prefer to. Are you meaning another copper?
Well, or Clive.
To be honest, even as much as I don't like Clive, he's the most unprofessional fool that has ever stepped into a position in criminal justice social work.
He's maybe the best of a bad bunch.
Exactly. But similarly, I would like to pick you both up and we'll go for a drive.
Well, no, we need to just sit in the car rather than a drive, Danny.
Well, I'm not too happy about sitting in one place and being vulnerable, to be honest.
Well,
because
at the end of the day,
as much as I like you, I can't trust anybody anymore.
Well, at the end of the day, it would be sitting in a car and the door can be open and you can leave at any time.
Oh, I'll not be getting in your car. No, that's absolutely not happening.
Okay.
Not happening. I'm sorry.
Mind you came and sat in the car.
That was a different time. Sorry. Not happening.
Yeah. Or choose a public place that obviously there's not loads and loads of people about, because we don't obviously want conversations of that overheard. So.
Oh, it's going to be a highly public place. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Or if you wanted.
But I will say, chances are, I'm going to be going south for medical treatment in the next few days.
Okay.
So chances are I'm not even going to be on this island.
You're not going to be here? Okay.
No. Tomorrow I'm making my appointment to go away to get diagnostic imaging.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be going for that. I'll be going for to see a new psychiatrist. I'm not even on meds anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking idiots, I told them I started my meds on 5th of November.
Mm-hmm.
By, I believe it was the first week of January, I had to tell them, look, these meds are destroying my bone density. And I knew that based on how sore my hands and feet were, because it was the exact same kind of pain, but less painful than the pains I used to get my whole life in my hands that came from all my fingers being broken twice over. So I knew my bone density was being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
About 8-9 weeks ago,
Mhm.
The day I woke up in the non-verbal state,
Mhm.
everything, my eyes and ears were sore as fuck. And I just put it down to, like, my sensory side and the autism getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Mhm.
But as the day went on, I was like, everything I eat and drink tastes like iron, like tastes like blood.
Mhm.
But I never quite twigged what was going on until
Mhm.
about a week and a half later. I for some reason, I think I was picking food out between my teeth.
Mhm.
All my teeth are fucking loose.
Okay.
Every goddamn one. I'm going through a series. I don't know if you hear that I didn't sound right. Kind of lisp,
No, you're
kind
just
of
coming
li-
across as being fine.
kind of lispy.
Maybe a wee bit. Doesn't mean I thought it was maybe just the phone.
No, it's not the phone, mate. I'm already like started series of appointments to have like full extractions of everything.
All right. Okay.
Every last one of my fucking teeth are fucking loose.
Mhm.
It's and yeah, they didn't listen to me when I told them. Just like
Mhm.
they never listened to me all down the decades.
Mhm.
Just like all the times I told them I had autism and they never listened. Just like the time in 2007, 2008 when I told Dylan Murphy about me fractured psyche and multiple personality and nothing was ever actioned. Whereas mental health should have stopped the treatment right there and then, done the assessments, proven the fact that I had it, and none of this would have ever fucking occurred. And I mean none of this.
Mhm.
Not one iota of all of this would have occurred. So it's everybody else's stupidity that's caused this.
Okay.
So I'm sure you can sort of realize my point of view here.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. No. No.
It's not only have I got the NHS by the short and curlies in endless ways, but everybody else too. And the horrifying thing is, my morality wouldn't let me release it because of what it'll do to the planet. But at the same point, I am not willing to undo any of the other version's actions any more in respect of them burning the world to pieces. Anyway, I've burnt the ear enough.
Yeah. No. Have a think, Danny, and we'll speak again. And see what you think.
Yeah, but I'll no be. And hey, give out my water, you little ginger fuck. That's my water. Fuck off. Go on, asshole.
Cat misbehaving, is it?
Yeah, but I keep on shooting them with this toy gun. I've got a toy gun that has like plastic shotgun shells, and inside the shotgun shell is like a suction cup tipped Nerf bullet.
All right. Yeah.
And we play fetch twice a day. And if he doesn't come back with the toy, I shoot him with the Nerf bullet. And he's fucking learned to come back with the toy pretty quick. But anytime he misbehaves, I grab that thing and I shoot him.
I see. Right, I better go just now, Danny. But
Right.
yeah, have a think, and we'll speak soon.
Okay, take care, mate.
Good man. Cheers. Bye.
Ta-ra. Now, I wrote this on November the 13th, but it has been updated since on February the 10th, when I found out Ginger Tosser was not his underling,
Hello?
but was actually his superior officer.